So I don't know, when I listen like most of your songs, it seems, do you sometimes like draw inspiration from your personal life? Or maybe, because I guess get inspiration from all kinds of places. But how often do you get inspiration like from your really, really personal life? I'm going to give you an example. Lily. Lily and addiction. Who broke your heart, Taka?
Yeah. Where do I start? Yes, I do get inspiration from my personal life, and I feel like that's another stage of growth. Because back then I was just a punchline guy.
Yeah.
I would punchline people to death. I'd make sure if there's 16 bars, every bar is a punchline, and I noticed like sometimes I wasn't even telling a story. Like it's just too much. People were telling me like, I'm trying to listen to you, but I have to pause every time because you're saying something, and I'm like,
And then I have to listen to that line, and
you
I'm
know.
like,
But then as I grew, I learned like, okay, there's this other side I want to explore. There's this other facet I want to add to my skill set. So you spoke about Lily. Lily, yes, it's a personal song. Like I can't run away from that. The only thing I can say is it was tricky for me to release, and like by the time I released Lily, I'd had it for like about 4 years. I'd kept it for about 4 years, and we were having this conversation with Benny because I was putting together a track list for something, and I put Lily on there, but I'm like, I don't like this song. I've had it for so long. It's become boring to me. Like even the stuff I'm singing about, like I don't feel like this anymore. And Benny told me one thing. He's like, what? You don't like this song?
but people will like it.
No, he didn't even say that. He's like, if you don't like it, just release it. If you don't like it, just release it. It gets out of your way and you do other things.
Right.
I released Lily and I go do interviews, and the first question everyone is asking me is like, so this is on the project, right? I'm like,
Well, it's a nice song. I don't know. I don't know why you don't like it. Is it because of the memories it brings back, or?
No, it was it. I just felt like it had aged. It's not even about the memories coming back. I just wasn't in that space
Like it's
anymore.
for long ago.
Yes, I wasn't in that space anymore, and it's a trick with artists because like you have to be in the zone when you're pushing something. You have to like fully believe in it. But how do you push it when you're like, yeah, in the song you're heartbroken, but in reality the heartbreak was like 4 years ago, and now you're good, and now your current is asking you what's going on.
What's going on?
But yeah, Lily, addiction. Yeah, that's all from the personal experience. And with time, I've learned to enjoy making those songs more. It's actually now easier for me.
Yeah, it's even me actually. I actually enjoy more of those songs. These like the punchline songs, the freestyles, the what. Like you can listen to them, but when you're just feeling like hyped, like you want to listen to your boy like killing it.
There's a time, for it.
But these other songs, like the sound is like better. Because I remember even when I was at campus, I had a neighbor. He was a DJ. Okay, yeah, he's a DJ, and even back then he was a DJ.
Who's that?
So he's called Mawa. I don't think you know him. He's a lawyer.
Okay.
But so Mawa would I would be playing Taka Airport Taxi like in my room, and then the guy is coming like, why is it these fake niggas? Like, why are you making these fake guys? I'm like, well, these guys are dope. These guys are dope. That like eventually I just realized maybe we just like a different sound.
Yeah.
But because even him, he really likes like Ugandan music. He can be like, I listen to this guy. He's always like posting on his status, even up to now, and like telling me I've listened to this guy, then you listen to the song, and that guy is actually dope, and you're like, oh, okay, who's this guy? So he likes that stuff. So I would tell the guy, I've listened to Taka, I've listened to Airport Taxi. The guy's like, oh, those guys are fake, and I'm like, but I now like realize like some guys just like different stuff.
Oh yeah.
But then now when you started these songs, where like the production is really good, you're rhyming, but there's a story.
There's a
like
story behind it.
Follow, and maybe like imagine something. Sometimes it may even be relating to their own life. You never know, like, and I think that is. I could see that. Yeah, there's growth. And I was like, yeah, Taka is not doing something dope. Then The other song, I remember you even bet me 50K. Serena.
Ah.
You told me if you find out what this song is about. Who was that song about?
Why are you bringing this up here? You're not supposed to do this here.
Okay.
The person who inspired Serena requested to remain anonymous.
Anonymous. Yeah, you told me that,
And
but
out of respect, I'll
keep it anonymous. Yeah, that's understandable. That's understandable.
But yeah, also Serena was a personal, inspired by like personal events that were happening around me. Yeah.
And just so you guys know, up to now, I've still not it. I'm still focusing your 50K by the way. Because you had bet me 50K that if you find out what this song is about, and I failed.
Because you couldn't.
Yeah,
Like,
there's
listen,
no
like-
way you can. Like, how would you find out?
I think there are only two people who know.
Who know?
Who actually
You and
know.
the person it's about.
No, I think there's someone else, but yeah.
Okay.
Just enjoy the song for what it is.
All right. Let me see. Recently, okay, you know, like how most of the songs you are making say were about, let's say a girl or just like bragging, but recently you've started kind of, I'm not saying you are, but a bit political. Is that I don't know, it's subtle, like a bit.
When you say a bit political, like give me one song.
Okay.
Like,
Like, let me say this song with Benny with Blizzard.
energy good.
Energy good,
Energy
shake
good.
bad. You know, those lines. Like, I feel like as an artist, you have to like say something, or it's just how you felt at the time?
I think that pressure is actually very wrong. When people say
I have to
you're an
speak out.
artist, you're a public figure, so you have to say something. No, you don't.
Yeah,
You don't have to say.
Like, celebrities are not your heroes.
They're not heroes.
Yeah.
But then with the political thing, I feel like that element has always been there. It's always like being bits and pieces. Like if you go all the way back, because now I have, if you're talking about me being political, there is. You remember the "Don't Kill My Vibe" refix with Ryonga and Big Chill? I feel like now that's
Okay, yeah, there's
one
that.
where I like really went the other side. But other than that, there's always been like political bits here and there in my music. And
Yeah.
I feel like it's just right. It's just where my mind is at the moment. I might not
Like, you're paying attention
I
to
might
what's
not
going on.
make a thread, or I might not, make an entire song about it, but I'll just say like, hey, it's there and it's a fact because I'm putting it in my music. So it's like
And people know
the
that
political
you're seeing it.
discussions will be had on another platform.
Right.
Just highlight that this is actually there.
Like, you listen to the song and you're like, oh yeah. So you just end up playing it again and again. Like, for me, it works for
Yes.
me. You know, guys like, you're very bounding that song. You're like, chill. I like this song.
That's been one of our greatest challenges, at least for me. That's when I'm able to say like, yes, now there's growth. Now there's growth, because I've always wanted to do that. Like, where it's like people got through that phase as a rapper. Or
They now know you can rap.
I've gotten through that phase, and the first one was like being able to rap. I remember like there was a time when I was still in school, when I studied at Smack, I think. The inspirations, I think I'll tell you, like Busta Rhymes. I used to like know those Busta Rhymes verses and whatever. So that was very evident in my flows when I first started. But then after a while, like I got bored of it. I'm like, okay, now I can rap fast. Now I need to actually say stuff that people can hear and say, oh, you said this on this song. Because I noticed so many Ugandans do that to English rappers. Like, oh, he raps, he had nice English.
nice
I'm like, what is he saying?
True.
So now, like, let me actually say things. Let me incorporate Uganda and what's happening in Uganda. Let me have Ugandan punchlines and talk about things happening so people can relate. And then when I got that to the side, now it became, okay, like, how do you get a song that's like on the radio? Or no, not even on the radio, but just something with replay value, that it's just the song itself, where it doesn't matter whether you're singing or you're rapping. It just feels good because everything is put together nicely. So when a song like Energy Good gets a review from you and like from several other people, that makes me happy. That lets me know there's progress.
Like, is Chai one of those songs?
Yes.
Chai.
Yes.
When I listen to Chai, I feel like it's kind of like because you're talking about a chick, right?
Yes.
And chai is black, chai is hot.
I caught so many strays from some, but I wonder why that's a thing. I was being attacked. They were like, this is
Who was saying you're being attacked?
some chicks were like, couldn't he find anything else to describe my chick other than chai mukalu? I'm like, stick with me here. It's a metaphor.
Yeah.
Like, go with it. Don't take it for what it is. They're like, oh, milk. Oh, I was like,
That's weird. Because for me, when I listen to chai, you're like chai mukalu, melanin popping like chai mukalu. Like,
they were like,
I'm like, I mean, this is.
they were like, I picked
like
the
perfect.
bottom tier of everything black, and I called the chick that. But
First of all, chai mukalu is not bottom tier. Chai mukalu is. I've had a hangover and you need chai mukalu.
no, listen, that's why I was telling them. Like, one, I enjoy it.
Yeah.
So you might have your opinion, but I'm singing about.
Yeah, I'm saying about. I mean, if according to me, I see a chick and I'm like, this chick makes me feel like I'm drinking chai mukalu.
It was all love,
It's
though.
me.
Like what?
Yeah, I know it
what made me be at peace was that there are people who embraced it. So I was like, okay, then there it's really opinion based, because if like more than half of the people have a problem with it, then there you're like, maybe
Maybe there's something.
Yeah, but it was actually a very fun song for me. Those are the songs I remember very well and that are very important to me, because on Chai, I'm rapping and I'm singing in both Luganda and English. I don't know if that has ever been done before here. And it might go unsaid, but when I think back, I'm like, this is actually...
Like, this is something new that you're bringing, eh? I don't know. I'll have to check and see. You may say you're the first at.
I'm pretty sure I'm the first.
Okay.
Rapping and singing. Okay. Okay. I might have to reconsider that, because I don't even have to go far back. I just thought about it. I'm like, J-Watts can do that.
Yes.
J-Watts can do
does
that.
that as
But
well.
like, it was important to me because it was the first time I did it myself.
And it came out really well, because that song was, you'd see it on radio. It's like, chai, like. And, okay. So, Vroom, was it something that you planned, like, for a while? Or, again, you just had a bunch of unreleased songs and you're like, let me put something out there?
Yes. Second option is right. I feel like I'm terrible at this planning thing. I feel like when I plan, I overplan.
Yeah.
So Vroom was just me, again, being frustrated. I have so much music. I don't see a direction. So like with Vroom, I just had a conversation. I think I might have had a conversation with Ortega as well. Sat down with my music and I'm like, okay, closed my eyes and I'm like, I'm releasing an EP, a body of work, in 2 weeks. So I set the date, then I started planning back. I'm like, okay, what songs do I have at studio? Which ones can try to fit together? The artwork. Everything was so random, but then there's a funny way it happened, because that artwork, I just pulled up at a friend's crib. That friend had just bought like some textile stuff, was wrapped up on the table. Next thing we know, Mugasha Arnold comes through. And I'm like, let's take pictures. Now, takes it. I'm like, this is my artwork.
This is it.
So everything really just happened there, and then in 2 weeks, I planned it and it was out.
Usually that, like I told you again, that random stuff that just you're just there, and somebody says, just do this, just do that, and then you have something. Like the cover art for your Leagues and Levels.
Yes.
Where you guys are just chilling at Smack League and, yeah, that is it.
Same thing. So I see the picture, because someone had actually posted those pictures. And I'm there looking for artwork. Very interesting weekend, because we take those pictures. I go home. Same night, Bo hits me up. And he's complaining.
Yeah, guy, why you
He's
the music? I think killed me.
Now, it was funny, because I don't know if it was a call or something, but then it first ended, and that's how he chose to send a voice note. So he sends that voice note. I listened to it, and I'm like, but I've heard the song, and the song just felt like there was something missing.
And you're like, this is
I'm
it.
like, this is it. Monday, I go to my Twitter. There's that photo. I'm like, this is the artwork. I think, and that Tuesday, or like I think the Tuesday after the song was out.
The song was out. And just like that. And that's a very nice song. Okay. What did I want to ask next? There's a, I don't know, you sent some warnings out. I don't know if guys are threatened by them. This is one of these last songs you released, where I said if you knew what Benny had in the clip, if you knew what Taka had in the clip, what's in the clip? What's in the pipeline? Like,
there's really nothing in the clip as
just
such.
staring, eh?
I'm not going to leak anything here, but I just feel like the music we're making now gives me that kind of confidence to speak like that. I feel like right now, if we wanted to drop anything else, we literally could be able to do it, because that's the drive we have.
As long as
that's
Benny got the
energy.
boom, and I have the what?
I have
the Vroom.
So yeah, it's not necessarily a threat. If
But just
anything,
letting guys
it's just a challenge now for me.
Because you have to live up to your
I
words.
said there's something
this,
in the
guys
tag,
are
so
going-
whatever is there, you need to release.
This is what we came for.